The XL. It's time to get big. Is it going to be big? No, it's not really that big, actually. It's the XL, which means excellent because it doesn't mean huge. But it seems like it. It's the Feist, maybe one of the most popular Kizer models, and it has been done. It has been done in fat carbon. It's been done in premium steels. It's been done as a frame lock. It's been done as a liner lock. And now I'm trying to think. I don't think it's been done as a button lock yet. Holy crap, how could they have leave that out of the mix? Oh, by the way, it's a Lundquist design and crown spine. But this isn't very expensive because this is a Vanguard edition. Vanguard. Feist XL Justin Lundquist. Yes, 154 cm. Green micarta. 3.3-inch blade. But I know that doesn't sound big, does it? That doesn't sound that big. Look at this. It's interesting because it's almost 8 inches overall length. There's the little cherry that we've all been seeing and used to. And of course, this is in a frame lock because this is the hot class S35 EN. And then they made it in the denim and they've done it in the this and that and the other, okay? But now the XL looks XL, doesn't it? Because you got the little guy here. And so now it is bigger. And on a true front flipper like this, and I think I've said this several times before, when you start getting to like a 9-inch overall length knife, like a 3.8, 3.9, 4-inch blade, and it's a front flipper only, that gets a bit of a stretch for some people's hands to try and get, hold on to it and get way out here and kick that thing open. So maybe this wasn't a bad compromise in that regard because you ain't gonna finger flick it, don't flip or tab, none of that. No button lock. I can't believe they haven't done that. But it's micarta, it's Mary micarta, and we just love the merry-go-round of micarta. And we just can't get enough. I don't know why. I've had enough. Have you had enough? I've had enough. And you know what? That's why I'm kind of digging the Fat Carbon series. Because I like fat. Because fat's where it's at, right? And so I'm good about the new fat. Lava Flow, Arctic Storm, Nebula. Keep it going. Keep it going. Mars Valley, whatever, right? And, but this, now I'm tending to just dunk it in the freaking food grade mineral oil, darken it down and make it a little bit more glossy and, whatever. But yeah, okay. The Serape series was great for me because it was G10. And then this, so I got this. This is embarrassing to even relate. I got this and I was messing around with it and I posted this on my Instagram. So Lundquist, he comes on and makes a comment or something. And I think he sent me a DM or something showing, he put it in his story or something. So I clicked him back on the DM and said, it would make this perfect if it was in 20 CV with like fat carbon. God. And the problem is I'm up to a lot of stuff these days. So I forget Purple Haze, Fat Carbon, 20 CV blade. Hello, it's already available. Of course, it's out of stock, so I had to put it on my notify me when it comes back in. So I looked every place, or I think about every place, and it's been out of stock. So do you think some people want this? Oh yeah. See, 7 3/4 inches is not quite 8-inch overall length, but this is 20 CV fat carbon. It's incredible. It's embarrassing. But I got the one that was $87. Now, LTK discount code gives you $8.70 off. Okay, so this is now under $80 for the XL. Okay. Hey, I got no problem with 154 cm. I'd be fine if I could just get some. If you guys got fat carbon scales and you really wanted micarta on your black purple haze knife, I'd be more than happy to swap with you. I'd be more than happy to, straight across the board, because I wouldn't mind. But I just, yeah, the micarta. But overall, the ergos are good. The blade shape is cool. This whole design is way cool, always has been. And it's a front flipper, and it's pretty easy to flip. I mean, it don't take much. And that's because there's not much detent there, okay? As soon as I say that, then I got to jerk my arm off just doing this. But no, that's not a lot of detent. That blade's not that heavy. So, and for those people who want a strong detent, okay, but a front flipper just is not good for me with a stiff detent. Okay, so 3 3/8. Okay, we happy with that? And then 85, 86 millimeter blade length at 7. And it's not really 7.75. It's shy of that, okay, 5/8. And then 19.5 centimeters, somewhere in that area. The handle seems pretty full in the hand. 12.4 is not that thick, 0.48. But it does seem like a pretty good handful for some reason. And 0.12, 0.11, whatever we're getting to, about 3 millimeters blade stock. And we keep going, and there's something about knives, and they're supposed to do this. Okay, so this is what it does. Okay, not scary sharp. Standard factory edge. Neither plus nor minus on top of that, but just straight across. Pretty decent standard factory edge, but not on the sharper side of it, not on the dollar side of it. Right there in the middle. Yeah, I like it. Stonewash blade. It's a good, stainless to have. This is easy to disengage here. There's this little differential in height. Boom, it drops. And you know what? Don't have to really worry about getting cut. The blade's pretty light. So it is pretty fidget friendly. You can just let it drop. Just like that. Not a problem. And it's got a nice drop. And no blade play, lock rock. It's centered. No problem there. Ergos are great. There's a little choil in here, which is nice for sharpening. So you can do it on your strop or your fixed, whatever sharpening system you got, like KME, Wicked Edge, whatever. That kind of thing. And it shouldn't be that difficult to resharpen or maintain. Pocket clip, flat screws there, so they're not popping up into this area that goes over your lip. The pocket clip, the shape of the pocket clip, I like. Okay, I think it works well, and it also is not too much of a hot spot in your hand. You can feel it, and you're going to feel it after a while, depending on how much work you're doing with it. But that's kind of the nature of pocket clips in general. But there's no left-hand option on this, which is kind of weird, because when you talk about the Vanguard series, it's not, this is not a showcase knife as far as, being on display rack or, in a glass case. So really, the issue of putting a left-hand option, like this, which is the hiccup, even on fat carbon high end, right? And they're still giving you a left-hand option. There's no reason why they couldn't have done it on this. I don't see why they didn't, to tell you the truth. Open designs, there's no backspacers, so it's open if you like the open design look. I kind of prefer a little bit of a backspacer if I can. And, you know, just a lot of knives are not doing that much anymore. I mean, I'm looking around my table. I don't think a damn thing. Oh, here you go, my little CH Journey knife, which is got a backspacer, okay? Front flipper M390, right? It actually has a backspacer. Well, glory be. Oh, by the way, let's just get this to drop. Okay. And here we are back. Okay, it's open. It keeps it fairly light. And how light is it? And let's find that out right now. It's pretty light. 3 ounces for all practical purposes. 89 grams, you know? And for the fact that it's 7 3/4, 7 5/8 long, it's, you know, reasonably long or full-size EDC. That's pretty light. But, you know, that's kind of the beauty of the Feist has always been. Pretty lightweight, easy to carry, pretty easy to flip, good ergo, straight, kind of less is more design, simple yet elegant type design. So yes, I like that. But, you know, give me if I can get me one of these in the XL version with fat carbon, without the black blade, black liners, black hardware, like a lava flow or something like that, in a satin, that would be it. That'd be my keeper, okay? Let's see if it happens, you know? Let's see if it happens. Alrighty then. So, in case we're not taking it from the front because we got nothing going on up there, and let us think about the fact that maybe this is a captured. And do we have number 8s? Come here. Let me see if I can force my way in as an. And it's not. It's number 6. Okay. So much for looking through the camera and figuring that out. It's like a blind person here. Okay. And well, should we take it apart? Oh yeah, it's already apart now. And we have a nested liners, which I guess I never mentioned before on this review, but nested liners. And so it is keeping it light, isn't it? You know, the nested liners are never usually as thick as the non-nested. And we've got ceramic bearings, and it's pretty clean inside, really. Not a whole lot problem going on there. So yeah, they kept it light and lively. And of course, yeah, you do have a captured pivot because you got a squared off area on the liner that keeps this whole thing from rotating. And so yeah, which is a good thing, right? So this is it. This is, you know, sorry, but it's not that difficult. Here it is. And what more can we do for you? Let's talk about the box. There's not much to talk about. Remember, they used to be fitted trays here where the knife fit in there, but they opened the tray up because they started throwing in hardware. So you get hardware. It's nice to get hardware. I mean, what the hell? The knife's in the $70-something range, and you got 154 cm steel, and you get a microfiber cloth in there, if you can see that, and you get hardware, which is nice. It really is. And it's in the box with the knife specific to that, okay? But God only knows how many other Kizer models probably share that same hardware, and any other models may be around. And so it's always handy to have some hardware available. It's nice that they do that. Not many of them in this price category especially do this, or really, you know, even in the upper end. I'm gonna let you go. Sub to my channel, join my Patreon group. The link's down in every video I do, and you know, get in on those early bird sales for that monthly sale craziness that I do every month. And stay sharp.